This is another episode of UFO Garage. I'm Ben. And I'm Joe. And this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
And all things weird.
Hey. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Here we are again.
Here
Not
we
sitting
are
next to each
again.
other.
It's quarantine. It's a quarantine calzone we've got ourselves in. It's a roll pizza. But it's warm. It's delicious. But not a lot of people like the calzone. You know, it's more of a closed off pocket. You know, it's not out in the open. We're not a pizza. It's a calzone episode.
That's right. What?
Yeah, you get it. You get it, bud.
Remember when we were talking about the Bob episode that we did?
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yep, I believe it.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. Well, yeah, man. So we're gonna hop into this Facebook stuff.
Yeah, it's been too long.
This is so challenging. It's hard.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're not watching the video, you're just listening. Sorry, we're on our computers. We're doing the quarantine thing. But the next episode, I'm going over to Ben's.
Yeah. It'll sound better. It'll look better.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, so we're going through some Facebook stuff. It's been a long time. We got to give some shout outs to our community that posts on the UFO Garage podcast group. If you're not a part of the group, search into Facebook UFO Garage podcast group. Be a part of the conversation. Post some cool stuff. Post some funny stuff. You know, we're just laughing and having a good time, but also learning about aliens, UFOs, and all things weird. So there you have it.
Hell yeah. So first one goes out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn was a photographer at UFOCon, the last one that we attended. So she took all the pictures of everybody. She got some really, really good stuff. This picture that you see here is Geraldine Orozco. And Ben caught some of her speech. And, she does some pretty cool stuff. DNA healing. Right, Ben?
Say what? DNA? Did you say Dean hate him?
DNA healing.
Oh, right. Yeah. So lots of cool like DNA science stuff, like having to do with the hybridization program of ETs and impregnating human women with, ET DNA and looking at the lineage. I don't remember a lot of like the specifics, but it was a really cool talk. I'm sure there's something out there that has to do with what she's going on, the circuit and what her new platform is. And anyway, she was super cool, super laid back, super chill, very nice person, awesome, interesting information that she's had. And she's putting together kind of like a lineage of this DNA relating to the hybridization program. I'm not going to speak too much to it because honestly, I don't really know all the specifics. So she's an expert, but it was really cool. But
you guys go check her out. Go follow her page. You can find the link on our page. She's pretty awesome. She did this past weekend or the weekend before. It was like a meditation group or whatever, where cool. People were all over the place. I guess they did live meditating or something. Nice. They do some cool stuff. So go check her out. She's pretty badass. We'll definitely see if we can get her on the show soon.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
That'd be sick.
Arthur Alien. Yeah, there was a watch party. You can't see it now, but it was like a UFO, and it was hanging out like I think somewhere in the Philippines or something. I think it was on a loop. So yeah. I don't know if it was real. But if it was real, it looked really cool, and it was massive. It was huge.
So was it like a formation, or was it? What did it look like?
No, it was like a ship just in the sky.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of like sideways.
In the daytime?
Yeah, in the daytime.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
So it looked really cool, but I don't know if it was real because it looked like the video kept looping.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think like most of our Facebook video responses are like, "Dang, that was cool."
Yeah.
Hey, well, like that was cool though.
That's a pretty sweet video. Always followed up with, I'm not sure.
yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right. I don't know. It might be flares, but it's pretty cool.
Possible.
Yeah. Oh, so the next one, keep scrolling, Philip Knight. Yeah, he said he was watching the Hellier Amazon season 1, episode 5. They're performing an experiment, and the guy was doing an experiment, and he saw a vision in his mind of a being that looked like a gray with blue eyes. And he said, Philip said he thought of our last video where I showed an illustration that I did based off of Eric Mitchell's recounting of this gray with blue eyes.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what episode that was, but it was. I still look at that illustration. It's very creepy.
It is creepy, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But Philip, let us know how you liked it. Did you finish Hellier both seasons so far?
Yeah, let us
Pretty
know.
good. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, so the next post is William and Micah with the Bob podcast that we were on, the episode that you and I were on.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was it 2 weeks ago?
yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
I got too drunk, but I had fun.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. We just had a long ass, like, cool, crazy ass conversation. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, check out the link on our page or go check out Bob. And it's UFO Garage Podcast with Bob. It's a good one. It's definitely a good one.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Next post is Joseph posting about, here's a weirdo government device, and there's like, I guess if you Google voice to skull technology, it's a real thing. Voice to skull is a transmission of voice or any other audible or subliminal sound directly into the hearing sense of the mind control victim. This is sometimes done around the clock and can be one of the most severe forms of torture.
Yeah, dude, that would suck. Can you imagine having a voice in your head and you think you're going crazy because you keep hearing this voice all along, and it's like a satellite beaming this like frequency down at your brain, making you think that you can hear this stuff? I mean, it's nuts.
I think I have that, but it's just like, go get something to eat. Go look in the refrigerator. Go look and see if there's anything new in the refrigerator. That's my constant voice in my head.
Dude, I mean, just the fact that somebody can get into your mind like that. I mean, even if you knew that you weren't crazy, but that was happening to you, who would you tell? You couldn't go to the doctor. The doctor wouldn't, I don't think he'd believe you. You're like, I hear this voice, but I know I'm not crazy. This is what I think it is. I think it's voice to skull technology. He'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You admit it immediately. Like, oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, definitely.
Bullshit,
definitely.
Man.
But I totally believe that.
I do too. Okay, what's next? Chris Holm with the how most picture Bigfoot performing a spider crawl. How I picture Bigfoot performing a spider crawl. I mean, for people listening, there's no visual aid. It's basically like you said. I didn't know what that meant. Like a spider. What is a spider crawl? I thought it was like some kind of workout. You know,
like Spider-Man.
What did you say? Like, did you ever like act like Spider-Man and like jump on?
Yeah. You ever jump on shit like Spider-Man and like hold the pose? Like jump from couch to couch?
No. I'm just imagining you doing it though.
Yeah. You go into like doorways and see how long you can hold yourself up and shit.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, the next one's also another Bob post of our episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Philip Nice said I'm going on a furlough for 2 weeks starting next week. I was talking to a paranormal investigator friend of mine. I told him I plan on going UFO spotting while I'm off. I wonder if he's referring to what he told us just a little bit ago on our Instagram live.
I bet he is.
Yeah, he's going on a UFO hunting slash paranormal hunting event into a cemetery.
At the cemetery?
Yeah, at the cemetery. I'm excited to see. I hope he videos it. I hope he like live streams it or something.
Hell yeah, that'd be super cool. That'd be super cool.
Yeah, that'd
Let
be,
us know how that goes, man. Like we said, I mean, just pay attention is like the hardest part, right? Just looking,
yeah,
staring at the sky. I mean, that's like the hardest part.
yeah.
The rest of it, I mean,
Yeah, like
I guess
going into it
your
with a clear mind with no expectations.
yeah, your intention and I guess them wanting to open that door. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And
I refer you back to the Justin episode before you do that,
yeah,
right? It might be dangerous, but I mean, it might not be. Have Dude, it's so cool that we've had so many people like that kind of cross the spectrum now, like on like, yes, totally, this is what's happening. To I'm not really sure, but this is how I feel about it. To no, don't do it. It's so bad.
yeah,
It gets crazy. So
yeah. I think. I mean, going back to I guess the what we're going to talk about a little later with the Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind documentary by Stephen Greer. We're going to talk about a little bit later in the episode. I mean, he's totally on board with these ETs are very friendly, and there has been no sign of uh, uh, aggression, and we just need to communicate. They're here to enlighten us, and everything he says sounds very positive, and I want to believe that. But I mean, you go back and you listen to people like Justin that say that's what they need you to invite them down. They need you to invite them in because that's how they infiltrate our consciousness and our society and our culture. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard. It's hard to decide. Like, are they good? Are they bad?
because because eventually you're gonna find out, right? Eventually, at some point, if you advance that much in your own society, like if your civilization is able to make it that far, eventually you're gonna have to cross that bridge. So when is the best time to cross that bridge?
Yeah. And you mean by like what do you mean by crossing that bridge?
Like coming in contact with another civilization.
Oh, right, right.
Eventually it's going to happen, right? So when's the best time to decide when that's going to happen?
Yeah, it makes me wonder now that you say that, like, if we think of the universe as being, infinite, this exact moment in history in a lot of different planets has happened over and over and over and over again. So whoever's out there contacting other planets and other cultures and civilizations, they've probably seen it go down pretty bad, and seen it go right a few times, right? Like you would have to
Somebody.
somebody's got to know there's like a right way to do it and then like a wrong way to do it. And hopefully we're not an experiment planet. I hope that we're in a position where like, all right, so we've seen it, like we as in the ETs, right? They're trying to be responsible about it. And how do
Yeah.
we contact them? And it's just human nature to be self-preservation first, right? Like
Right. Yeah. That to me is kind of what made Justin's talk so interesting. It wasn't the fact that he's like, no, they're dangerous, right? To me, the aspect of that whole viewpoint that's like really attractive is like when it's like, no, that's your sovereignty, like that's your freedom, it's yours. Don't let them come and take it or
yeah,
use it or harvest it. It's yours, and you decide what to do with it. That's kind of a more powerful thought than almost, yeah, you were seated here by aliens, right? What
yeah,
if you are that one in a trillion chance to be life in a galaxy, right? And that is your home because you were raised on that planet you evolved from that planet, and then these ETs come, and then they start messing with it, right? Because maybe at this stage in where we are, other planets are also like super naive. So it's a really easy, delicate time for them to either come down and, you know, mess it up and take it over, or to like respect it and watch civilization grow. You know?
Yeah. 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 And I like what we said about the new management part of ETs. Like if they want to take over, they're not just going to like destroy everything. They're going to slowly integrate. They're not going to just destroy all the infrastructure that we've created and start from scratch. I feel like if an ET race were to come here, they would want to be nice to us, like, hey, let me lead you guys. Let me be a king and queen or whatever. Let me be
Yeah.
royalty here. Like at Road to El Dorado, the famous Disney movie everybody loves.
Yeah.
Like, live like kings, bro. Like everything, right?
Yep.
They'll welcome you with open arms, and you got food and gold and babes,
Whatever you want.
whatever you want, dude.
Hell yeah.
No, anyway. All right, let's
All
get through some of this Facebook stuff because I know there's a lot, and I want to get to the Close Encounters with Stephen Greer. The next one is I'm going to skip over the Williams post just for a second. Well, maybe not, because I like what you said about the gender role there, the reversal.
Oh yeah.
This the picture. You explain it.
Let me get to it. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're not there, I'll explain. It's it's a meme where it's like a dude texting and it says, "I don't like space and UFOs or stargazing or looking at the moon," and then there's a photo of the girl texting the guy back and it says "blocked," which normally it's
like the reverse role. Like usually the guy saying, "I do like space, UFOs, stargazing, and looking at the moon," and the chick is still like blocked, right? So
exactly.
Can't win, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the triangle. I didn't realize that you posted this, or was it me that who posted?
It was you.
Triangle? Yeah. Okay. It was me. The triangle UFO hovering very low in Minneapolis. Yeah. Yeah. So if usually I post stuff from Reddit. I get a lot of stuff from Reddit. The UFO.
Yeah.
Our UFOs or.
Yeah, if it's a Reddit post, it's probably you.
Yeah. Well, William said it had to have been flares, but I don't know. I disagree. It doesn't look like flares to me. Philip Knight also said it looks like flares to him as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is, man.
They're in the sky at the same altitude in the same formation for like 5 minutes. I don't know, man.
And even then, you can see like the smoke coming off the flares, even at nighttime.
But you can't in this video.
No, you can't.
There's no smoke coming off of these things. I don't know. All right, skip it.
No.
Keep going. Up two, 3, 4. What's this bong thing? What? Oh, it's a comment that William posted on it. Here, let's see. Hey, possible plausible. Did you know when you walk through a door and forget why you were there, it could be because you ran into an alien and he had to erase your memory so he could escape. See that one?
And then everybody's like, "Oh, I thought it was because we smoked weed."
That's what. Yeah.
That's why I forgot why I was in there.
Dude, Sonny said that. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I thought that just happens because of all the weed I smoke. Yes, bro. I mean, yeah, just because I think we all get into that like REM cycle in our brain, like we're driving home from work and we know our route so well, we just forget. Like you get home and you're like, oh shit, I don't even remember driving here. I think it's that same concept, man. But it's also fun to think about the alien erasing your mind. That's fun to think about.
Let's see, where are we at?
Oh, what's this Harvey Wongstein Presents? What is this thing?
That's the Chinese people eating everything.
Oh my god, dude, that's yeah.
Yeah, that was so funny.
But it's fucking racist as hell, dude.
What's racist about a particular group of people eating everything?
Well, it's just like they do a lot of like accents. I know I do a lot of accents. So I mean, yeah, I can be kind of insensitive, but dude, I could like there's some shit in here like I don't know. I think it's fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to like have some balance to this. That was stuff.
I wanted to talk about this one for a second. Joseph posted me contacting the aliens, asking them if they can pick me up from this ghetto ass planet. And it's that chick doing the dance.
Where is this? Is this further up?
No, I think it's further down. I think, yeah, it might be further down. Yeah, she's dancing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I skipped right over that one.
Joseph, I think you should do that video and send it to us.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah,
he's out in the park,
he's
dude.
a good dancer.
Do it out in the park, and then you have to caption this same thing: me contacting the aliens.
Bro.
Let's see you bust a move, bro.
Yeah, dude. Next time you're lifting weights, go ahead and just do that video. That'd be freaking awesome.
Yep.
Like, that's hilarious.
All right, where you at now?
Okay, so I'm above the episode 40 out now. Eye test if you see it.
Oh yeah, do you see it?
I'm colorblind as hell, but I'm pretty good. I can see it. Yeah, it's an alien head. With some colors I'm pretty colorblind, but I can see this one.
Yeah.
Oh, the shaking hands in 2020, that's above that.
Oh yeah.
Hey brother. Nick's been posting some good content.
Yeah. All right, what's next? Yeah, so this was pretty crazy. Nick.
Yeah, he's been posting some good stuff.
Try to pronounce that. I mean, mine's Strelsky, so my people always get my last name wrong. But yeah, that's a hard one. Zydek,
yeah. I feel like that's like Czech or something.
Dude, you gotta let us know. Yeah, mine's Czech too. I was wondering. Huh. These are cool photos though.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a wavy little orb.
And then the next one is like it blinking, the same orb in the sky. It's a video, and if it blinking, it's a really random pattern. And then like going out, coming back in. That's pretty interesting, man. It seems like Nick. I think
thanks for emailing us that your story, man. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Do you want to read? He said we could share it.
Yeah. Do you have the email open? I don't have mine open. Let me see.
Let's save it. Let's get through the Facebook stuff, and then let's cool. On the next episode.
Yeah, dude, your telescope of the moon, photo of the moon, it's so badass.
Yeah, that's sick. I thought that was like he just downloaded that from the internet, but he took that photo. That's awesome.
Yeah, through his telescope.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Hey, Nick, thanks for posting, dude. That's awesome. Great stuff. Okay, skipping up on
dude, the remains of a 90-million-year-old rainforest.
Bro, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, this bitch don't know about Pangea, but dude,
don't know about Pangea.
But that's Pangea's type shit, right?
No, I don't think it's Pangea. It's just interesting that it was 90 million years ago, and they're saying that at the time that there was so much carbon and stuff in the atmosphere that
everybody's dick was really, really big.
No, that it was like a cool like 66 degrees year round, even down in Antarctica.
That sounds awesome.
So it created like a swampland. So the average air temperature of about 54 degrees Fahrenheit, an average summer temperature of about 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperatures of rivers and swamps reached up to 68 degrees. So that's in the Antarctic. It's saying that the carbon dioxide concentration of the Cretaceous was roughly 1,000 ppm. I forget what ppm stands for. Maybe we can Google it. But in our model-based experiment, it took concentration levels of 1,120 to 1,680 ppm to reach the average temperatures back then in the Antarctic. So
that's pretty cool. Parts per million. Parts per million is ppm.
Okay, parts per million. So yeah, dude. I mean, it kind of makes me think about like the current like climate models on how hot it is. Like I don't know. Like does this have something to do with the same thing that they're talking about like right now? Like I mean, it says the study said that concentrations like carbon dioxide in the Cretaceous was roughly 1,000 parts per million. So that's carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, 1,000 parts per million. But in the model-based experiments, it took concentration levels of 1,120 to 1,680 parts per million to reach the average temperatures. So in order to reach the 66-degree mark, you had to be somewhere in between 1,000 and 1,700 parts per million. So if they're off by 100 to 700 parts per million on what that means, does that mean that like their levels or their data needs to be like kind of moved around?
I think there's so many different variables that like scientists are just doing their best. It's like, dude, like basing it off of this and that and this and that and this and that. But there's so many different variables that the best scientists in the world probably can't even predict, right?
I'm just thinking like, so if they were like, so it's 1,000 ppms, but then in reality, it was 1,600, ppms, then that means that their calculations were off by like 600. Yeah. So if they're looking at climate models today and saying, we reached, 1,000 ppm, does that mean that they're off by like 600 in either direction? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're saying right now that like the climate models of like, yeah, we've got all this carbon in the atmosphere and we're going to be underwater in 12 years. So does that mean that we actually have like more like 36 to 70 years? And you're just saying that because your model is like off by like 700 parts?
They might know that, and they're not. They're probably banking on us not knowing that fact, and like just based off of human evolution, we don't change very fast as far as like cleaning stuff up. Like we change and we progress like technology wise, but as far as being responsible, we get worse, like, so maybe most of these climatologists are kind of just not letting us know that there's this, like with any kind of scientific doctor scientist evaluation or end result or whatever, it's always like this is a correct statement up to 98%, or this thing is true 78% of the time, it works every time, like that. Yeah. So maybe they just don't really want us to know that, all right, well, there's a window there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then I also found this last part super interesting. It says, one big question remains. If Antarctica used to be so warm, what caused it to dramatically cool, allowing the formation of ice sheets? In all of their climate simulations, researchers were unable to find a satisfactory answer. So it's like, okay, it wasn't the fact that it was super hot. What caused that like major cooling? And in all of their experiments, they still don't know. They're like, I don't know. It's kind of troubling.
I think I would point to like Randall Carlson's theory of the cataclysm.
Yeah.
With a comet or an asteroid hitting the Earth, and the atmosphere is covered in, it blocks out the sun, so everything just gets super fucking cold. And who knows, it could have just rocked the if the asteroid was large enough, could fuck up the magnetic field of our our axis of the Earth. Maybe there wasn't as much
make it crooked.
Yeah.
Make it crooked. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows, man? I'm not smart. We're just doctor scientists.
Yeah. That's a good post though.
Yeah, that was a great post. Yeah. Thanks, Chelsea. Cool.
Let's see. Oh yeah, another one.
And this is another one from Nick, right? From him looking at the sun, huh?
Yeah.
That's super cool. So he caught what looks like, I mean, I don't know why people aren't making a bigger deal out of this on our page, because
it's like these little white lines. It's crazy looking.
Yeah. It looks like a huge craft. Also, the fact that he can get the sun in his
yeah.
Take photos and videos of the sun, dude. This he's got some great equipment. I'm glad he joined. That's dope. So yeah, keep it up, dude. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
that's really
love
cool.
these pictures. Pretty badass.
The other one, so above that, Jordan Sparks got a photo of fucking Godzilla going in front of his son. He said, "Can Godzilla get corona?" Oh my god, that was great.
What is that?
Godzilla. I don't know what that is. That's weird though. That's really weird.
Looks like maybe something caught on fire out there in the ocean.
Yeah, we're like
and it's so thick that it's blocking out the sun, but the higher it goes, the more it dissipates. I don't know. That's a cool photo though.
Yeah, it looks like Godzilla. He's got his hands out like he lost his glasses. He's like, what? Wait, nobody move.
Yeah.
I lost a contact. Everybody stop.
Shh. Everybody shh.
Like as if being quiet would help you find your lost contact.
I'm looking for something. Be quiet.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I got to turn down the radio. I have to pay attention to traffic.
Oh, so you can see better?
Yeah, I got to see better. Oh man, we're not even like halfway through these Facebook things. We got to skip some stuff. I want to get to the Close Encounters stuff.
Right.
I'm going to skip a couple. Okay. Actually, this one William posted. So basically, it's like, what if all cryptids are alien pets that they just like dropped off on Earth, and they're just running amok, like Bigfoot and like Chupacabra. I think it's possible, dude. It's possible.
It's a real thing.
I mean,
it's a real thing.
That's
the best explanation, like, possible, though.
Yeah, like they're just like experiments that, or just pets, and they just let them loose. Like, hey, we can't just keep feeding this Bigfoot a horse every week. Like, we don't have enough plants and berries.
Maybe that's why the aliens abduct cattle.
Oh
shit! They can feed Bigfoots. Sure, they're pets.
God. Do you think Bigfoots are carnivorous, or do you think? I think they're omnivores. I think they might. They're like Timon and Pumbaa, right? They eat bugs and
fish,
fish and leaves and
people's dogs. Yeah, totally. Bigfoot's totally eaten somebody's dog before.
I mean, you look at a gorilla and their canines. You know, they're for fighting, not eating, because they're herbivore. Or are they omnivores or?
What, gorillas?
Yeah, gorillas.
Yeah, they eat bananas, bro.
No, but they eat like bugs and stuff too, though, right?
Yeah. But gorillas love bananas.
I'm.
It's true. Well, all monkeys love bananas.
Look, yeah, they're omnivores. They eat both. They eat ants. They eat larvae. What do gorillas? I typed in gorilla food on Google. That's how smart I am. That's how good I am at searching on Google. Dude, gorillas are fucking so cute, dude. When they're babies, oh my god.
Are bananas on the list?
No, they're not on the list.
Dude, they don't know what they're talking about.
I think you lied, bro. They share 98.3% of our DNA.
I don't believe it.
But also, I think we share. I think we shared almost as much DNA with bananas, like bananas. Almost share the same amount of DNA with. Does that make sense?
A couple differences.
Yeah. All right. What's next, Joe? You read the second one. You choose.
Bigfoot. What's the next one?
Let's skip over my dumb video.
Do you think it's fake?
Yeah. I think it's fake. Now that I'm looking at it more closely. And,
yeah, don't take those surveys either.
And well, the YouTube channel, I checked it out, and they've been only posting like questionable UFO videos.
Yeah.
On that channel specifically.
You check out Chris's song?
Dude, yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. Chris Wells, dude. Great. Heroes Among Us. Great song. Good lyrics.
Let's see. Joseph posted, me. April will be better. April's first moon. It looked like a demon in the sky.
Fucking evil as shit. Hey, 1 second. I gotta go get some Sunny D out of my fridge real quick.
Oh, dude. Should be drinking Tang. Tang, astronaut orange juice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sunny D.
I'm doing Sunny D and whiskey.
What?
It's fucking delicious, dude. You ever tried it?
Well, I've had whiskey and oranges, but not like.
It's like a sweeter old fashioned.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Anyway, what's next? The video game one's pretty funny. Yeah. NASA tapes. Did you listen to that one?
Yeah, I did.
That dude looks like Chase Hughes. Chase, if you're listening, bro, this dude looks just like you, man.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. Yeah, I did watch them. Most of them are we've seen most of them.
Yeah.
They've always been like questionable. But yeah, that was a pretty good one.
I think that's it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Another Bigfoot post.
There's a lot of Bigfoot posts.
Lots of Bigfoot posts. Maybe we need to. I feel like there's been a string of Bigfoot.
Surge of Bigfootery.
Yeah. Something is afoot.
Something's a Bigfoot.
Yeah. Lorianne was saying, she was trying to hook us up with the Bigfoot person, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll have to have him on.
Or was it the Bigfoot she was trying to hook us up with?
I don't know. the Bigfoot, I think.
I
All
hope
right.
his name's Harry.
You what?
I hope his name is Harry.
Harry the Bigfoot.
Yeah, Harry and the from Harry and the Hendersons.
Hell yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so what do you want to do? You want to get into the Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind?
Let's do it. Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
All right,
So,
dude.
so
Okay.
I've got some leading questions. Do you have like an idea of how you want to start it off, kick it off?
Start it off however you want.
Okay, so let's explain to people that are listening that don't know a lot about maybe just a quick overview of Stephen Greer and his what he means to ufology, and if just pretend like people don't know who the guy is, just like a quick overview, and then kind of go into this one. So he released, is this just the second documentary? Has he
The
done
third
more?
one.
Third one? What was the first one called?
Sirius. It was the one where they found that
That's
thing.
right. Yeah. So Stephen Greer, if you guys do not know about him, he's been, I mean, dude, he has done so much for the UFO community. He started briefing presidents, starting with Bill Clinton, and basically briefing all the like presidents and high esteemed government officials on the UFO topic. Was it his grandfather that worked on the
I think so. Worked in NASA or something.
worked at NASA that put people on the moon, or it was something cool like that. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's like there's something on the moon.
Oh man.
um,
It's so hard to do this when you're like over there and I'm over here.
I know, man. I know. But I mean, he's like a big figure in the ufology community. He's done a lot for a lot. I mean, this whole topic. He's been trying to get disclosure to happen for like over 20 years.
Yeah.
He's
I think it did happen, don't you?
I did. Yeah, I do think it happened. I think it happened this summer.
I think it's been happening for a while. Like it just kind of started to like circulate finally. You know?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I agree with that because like I think we're both of the same mind that big changes don't come like in one,
Right.
other than this fucking COVID-19 shit, but this is so much bigger. Like the fact that we're not alone, like it's such a big deal that it would have to happen like slowly. And I think
Yeah.
it's been happening since the 50s. I mean, but there's got to be like tipping points, right? And I think we passed that tipping point this summer. Is what I mean by like, did we experience disclosure? Yeah, I think
Right. Yeah.
the tipping point was this summer.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. But
But
yeah. I mean, um, yeah. I mean, Stephen Greer is one of those people you either like kind of love him or you hate him type of thing. You know, like uh, yeah. I think this movie was pretty cool. I think his movies are cool, right? I think all the stuff that he does is kind of cool.
yeah, I mean, let's really paint a picture. I mean, he like the first one, Sirius. I mean, I had listened to this guy, but way before Sirius came out.
Right, right, yeah,
He's
yeah,
like one of those figureheads that has like she's just name dropping, Joint Chiefs of Staff, and like General this and like General that, and it's when you're first starting to get into this subject, like that sounds really sexy. Like, oh, he's
yeah,
really connected and he knows a bunch of people in high places. But once you start kind of like listening to him for like a year and a little after that, it's like, do these people really exist? Or are you just fucking like saying things that resonate with people that sound legit? Are you trying to sound legit or are you actually legit?
right, yeah, 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 exactly. But I mean, yeah, like you said, like always something that I've taken interest in. I think he's kind of like, I don't know. He's always got something cool to say, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you're like into UFOs or something and you like watch his stuff, you're like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
everything. That's the government. That's pictures. That's documents. That's everything, right? But it's kind of weird because like I always get this feeling of like it's almost too good to be true. Like hopefully he doesn't get like that the savior complex, you know, where like he's got all this shit and it's like he's kind of like the
You don't think
figurehead.
you don't think he's already there? Because I kind of
I feel like he kind of is already there.
I think I'm just speaking personally, and I mean I'm not talking shit on the guy, but this is what I think. I think he's definitely like beginning to move over, transition into this like martyr kind of character.
Yeah, yeah,
And I mean, yeah, if you've been through all the same shit that he has and seen as much stuff, and people on his team have gotten strangely sick, died, some of you like very questionable deaths.
yeah,
Well, he's been around a lot of really fucked up shit, so I understand why he would go down that path of like, oh, I'm the chosen one because I'm not dead yet. If that makes sense.
yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like, but I
Or
mean,
if he does have all that information, like when if he were to die suddenly, how all that information would just it would be released. You
yeah,
know, that probably has a lot to do with it too. Um, but yeah, do I think that like subject matter and like everything he's doing is pretty cool aside from him kind of having this like savior complex?
yes,
Absolutely.
I think that's a great point because you have to look at it objectively with what his content is and just
Yeah,
remove his personality, remove that from it, and then it's really fucking cool.
yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
if you focus too much on the way that he's releasing it and the way that he talks about certain things, it's like I don't mean to attack his personality or him as a person. I'm just saying like there's some issues that I just like my bullshit meter just goes like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's like my bullshit meter's going up, um yeah, I don't mean to like quote Joe Rogan on that shit, but like I agree. Like there's something that's not that doesn't feel right with a lot of the stuff and how he presents it. But the
It's
stuff
just
that he
it's got to be hard to talk about something that you're not supposed to talk about. You know, it's kind of like,
absolutely
that
and
always kind of seems to be his thing. Is like he's like, well, I can't really talk about it because I'm not supposed to be talking about it. I just wanted to let you know I know about it. And it's like,
and
well, damn it, dude. Like, I want you to talk about it though. You know?
yeah, Lorianne when we went on her radio show, she said something that really kind of resonated with me is that yeah, Stephen Greer, he's been called out for referencing so and so that was in the military and had some kind of position, and they turned out to be it was a fake name. Which like yeah, he's got to protect his sources, right? Like I get that,
Yeah.
but don't stake your whole foundation on a name that's fake and then go out and say, "Oh, well, I had to protect his source." That's like the perfect cover for a lie, right?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty perfect for just a scapegoat to lie about something.
Which is kind of weird that we're talking about that because that's the exact same feeling I had with Tom DeLonge. You know,
Yes.
it's like you just wanted to like the guy, but like there's just something about him that was just making him like kind of unbearable talking about this.
Dude, so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying, dude. Sorry,
Yeah, I don't
I'm gonna
know.
press pause in my screen cap here. Yeah, that interview on the Rogan show was unbearable to watch. Him and Tom DeLonge.
Yeah,
Because, but again, it's like, what if you just can't talk about it? what if you can't give away the names and dates, and what if you have no proof, but you know this shit's going on?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's kind of the I think that's kind of the catch. It's like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to talk about it, so how do we talk about it? You know, that's like the reason the UFO community is the way that it is. Everybody's got a bunch of shit that they're not supposed to talk about, so they let you know, hey, there's this thing, I want you to know about it. I just can't talk about it. And then you're like, oh my god, I gotta lead. I gotta lead on this thing that's happening. Who's involved? And it's like, okay, I start looking up all these names and people who work at the company, and I start putting this piece together, and it's like, okay, so we know that this thing is happening, but we still don't know why or how or what it is that's happening because nobody can talk about it. It's so frustrating.
It is. It gives a lot of room for like those that wish to be very important because they know a lot of secret stuff. It gives a lot of room for some bullshitters to like infiltrate the community, right? Like
it does, yeah.
Because there is no like checks and balances are kind of like there's not a lot in the beginning. I feel like in this community and this subject, there's not a lot of balances until some shit gets declassified. That's ultimately, like we were talking about this on the Bob podcast, but like ultimately it's until it's from a military source and paper, you know, declassified document from the Pentagon, do people really see like, oh, this was true.
Yeah.
You know, there's this weird thing where like just because somebody talked about it and said it on camera doesn't mean it's true. But for some reason, all of a sudden it's in print. Now it's true. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're talking about, let's get back to the Stephen Greer stuff. But cool. Like, yeah, so did we describe him well? We went off on a tangent, but
I think anyways, he's buff and he meditates.
Oh, dude, he is ripped, bro, and he's always
ripped, bro.
Always got a gun, dude. Which I fucking love that.
Yeah,
I would not. I mean, I was gonna guess he was from Texas, but you know, he's a North Carolina guy. You know, close enough.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I mean, I know he had like a near-death experience, right? And that's when he had his first like OBE, his out-of-body experience. And then, I don't know, man, like it makes me really want to give this meditation stuff another try. You know, like I said, I tried it before, but I mean, I don't know. I always just fell asleep or got sleepy. So I never did.
Yeah, I either fall asleep or I just cannot. I'll start thinking of 10 million different things and I'll go off on a tangent and it's really fucking hard for me to do. Which, I mean, that's what gives meditation its validity. Like people that are good at it, there's got to be some kind of reward for that. Like you can be disciplined. I think it's all about discipline, like mental discipline, which I just don't have. But we've still had our experiences, right? Like,
yeah.
But that's what makes me think, like, you know, Lorianne was saying we're in the club, which freaked, I think, both of us out.
Yeah. And we just didn't know it.
Yeah. I think we've always been in the club. We just don't really have to try all that hard to see some weird shit. You know, a lot of people, I think anybody can see some weird shit, but they have to like work a little harder to get in that meditative state where I think you and I think we kind of skipped that. We don't really have to work as hard to get there or for weird shit to happen in the sky.
Yeah.
I think it's more powerful. I think it's more powerful when you and I are together as well. I think it like amplifies it.
Probably, dude.
You know?
It's almost like we're already prepared to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not prepared to come in contact with it.
Nope. Remember when Lorianne was like, hate to tell you guys, but you guys are contactees. I don't know in what sense. And you and I were like, no.
Yeah. Which I guess in that case, it's not too bad because I don't remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. It seems like since we've been starting to do this podcast, I've been waking up at like 3:30, like a lot, and I'll just look around the room, just nope, don't. And I mean, I never see anything,
Yeah.
but there's always that like thing in the back of my head, like, did I just get dropped back off? And now I'm just waking up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. So would you do a CE5?
Yeah. Do I want to pay for the tuition? Yeah, I mean, I would. I'm too broke to pay for that, but I would do it for sure. If somebody sponsored us.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I would do it too. It's so expensive. Holy shit.
The tuition is like what, like $3,000 per person for a day?
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
Like
God damn, dude.
Calls it tuition too. Tuition.
They're like, no, well, that's just how much it costs for you to show me some aliens.
Yeah.
Cost you $3,000 to do this.
Dude. I mean, he's making that money. People are paying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, dude, more power to him, man. I mean, he's
you know that one picture that's in there where they're all sitting in the circle and there's the alien behind them?
Yes.
With the triangle head?
Yes.
So we've all seen that shitty version of it, right?
Okay.
And they finally showed the good version in the movie, which I wonder if they've been doing that for the movie purposes, because every time he's like, I got a picture of an alien, he shows that shitty version, and everybody's like, what? That doesn't look like anything. It looks like a shitty picture. And so when I saw the good version, I was like, oh. Well, you should start showing that version because that other version sucks.
Welcome to Good Version, home of the good version. How may I take your order?
Yeah.
All right. So wait, let's back up for people that are listening. So that's a little preview of what's in the movie. Is you see in Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind with Stephen Greer, you see this multi-dimensional being that has appeared on camera. They got a photo of this triangle head being behind somebody, and it is creepy as fuck, and it looks real. And I don't know how to think about it, but it makes it made my hair stand up. You know, it was pretty crazy to see. But let's back up a little bit. So we're still trying, like, we've got Sirius, right? Where that's the first video that Stephen Greer put out with the tiny little Atacama alien little person. The second one, what's the second one?
Unacknowledged. Just about all like the black programs.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I thought there was 4 for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, so Unacknowledged, great movie. And then there's this third one, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. And Joe, I like your take on it. Like, what? I totally agree.
Yeah, like Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind was kind of like they had a whole bunch of footage left over from Unacknowledged, and they just made it a third film. It doesn't like really separate itself from Unacknowledged very well, but I mean, still cool stuff. A lot of new photos and things that I haven't seen, so it was pretty neat. I enjoyed watching it mainly for the visuals.
Yeah. Oh,
Stephen Greer cries in this one again.
Say what?
He cries in this one again.
He does cry.
What, dude?
I feel bad for laughing because he makes it a point to cry in every single video, every movie. Like, that's another thing that like makes me question his motives. Like,
well, his friends died.
He wants people to know that it's like very emotional and that he cries about it. Like, it just I felt uncomfortable about it, and it's like, are you?
Well, didn't his wife die?
No, it wasn't his wife. It was his friend.
But he's had a lot of friends die.
A lot of friends die. Which, dude, like, that's nothing to laugh about. Like, that's why I feel bad about, like, You know where I'm coming from.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I
Um,
just I I don't know where your motives lie, where you make it a point in every single movie to like focus on you breaking down and being like and crying. I just don't know. Maybe he just means that in a well-intentioned, like, hey, I want the audience to know that I care about this and I've been through some shit. Dude,
yeah,
I get that. But also you can look at it from this lens of like, I want to make it about me, and I want to trust me. I didn't
yeah,
also
exactly.
I didn't see any tears. Like I'm not trying to, dude. I didn't see any tears, man. I did not see any tears. His eyes were not glassy, dude.
The boy's lying.
Look how it looks like he's faking it, dude.
Boy, you faking that?
You faking the crocodile tears, bro.
Faking your tears. But no, I mean, if there is a reason to cry, I mean, those are reasons to cry for sure, right?
Yeah. Well, he finally says in this one in Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, he says it's like survivor's guilt, which that's a very real thing. And
Yeah,
if he's taking advantage of that term, like people that go through that are normally like war veterans. And if he's taking advantage of that, that's fucked up. But
yeah,
if he's telling the truth, like, okay, that sucks. I get it.
yeah,
But if he's trying to like make his point even deeper with okay, at this point in the movie, let's have a breakdown of me crying. Like, do it now. And then I'm
yeah,
going to talk about this and I'm going to say this term that normally is reserved for veterans that have seen their best friends die in front of them. Like that's fucked up to take advantage of that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If he's
yeah, definitely. No, I mean, until, I'm sure he's telling the truth about that. What, bull?
why are you smiling, dude?
Because.
About you said about that. That's what you did.
I mean, I don't think he's lying about that.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. I mean, okay, we laugh, but
You know what that awkwardness was? It was making fun of something we knew we shouldn't be making fun of, but we were doing it anyways.
yep,
That's what that was.
that's exactly what it was.
Pure guilt.
Yeah, I feel very uncomfortable and very guilty right now. Like I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole, and I feel like I'm digging myself even deeper.
No. It's okay. Okay, I think he's telling the truth about that.
I
But
think,
yeah. I mean, that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, I mean, all the footage and stuff on there is pretty cool.
dude, yeah, great fucking footage. Like I there's some shit that I've never seen. The craft in the sky, the lights over the ocean, uh, the entities that show up that are like these neon colors that like zoom in and out. He said one of them looks like a sperm guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, dude, great fucking like how I'm trying to think of like a lens flare perspective. How do you get that to happen? And I would love for anybody to recreate that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his photos looked like a lot of the stuff that Jocelyn showed us in our
Jocelyn
episode with Jocelyn.
And Chris Bledsoe showed us a lot of the same stuff. And
Yeah.
confidence, we can't again, dude. That's where that weird thing is. We can't talk about it, right? Like,
Right.
he showed us a bunch of stuff, but like, we're like total hypocrites, and now we can't talk about it.
Yeah. But we got footage of the Jocelyn stuff. So I mean, you guys can go look at that all you want to.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was kind of like how, you know, like you're friends with this person, but you're also friends with another person, and like maybe you're hanging out at your place with one of your friends, but the other friend that doesn't know that friend is like, "Hey, I'm having a party. You want to come over?" And you're like, "Yeah, my friend's with me. Can he come?" And he's like, "Oh, well, really, it's only for people that we kind of know." And then you got
yes,
to tell that friend, "Sorry, dude, I can't show you that house because he doesn't know you, so I can't tell you." It's kind of the same with the information. It's like, this person, they kind of tell you stuff, but even though you're friends with other people, it doesn't mean you could just like run your mouth about the stuff that it's not yours. You know what I'm saying? So you can't talk about some of it.
Are you? Yeah. I can't. We can't. We can't be the dudes who just go running our mouths about stuff that we were told in confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still feel bad for laughing, dude, and I didn't mean it to laugh. It was
it's okay.
situation.
It's okay because that was purely in the sense of like if he was faking it, right?
Yeah.
And you're laughing at him, and you're like, man, this what But on the flip side, if he's telling the truth, then that's acceptable, right?
Yeah.
We were just looking at both sides of it. It's not bad.
Yeah. But the reason why I think it was so funny is because we're not supposed to be like you know what I mean? I'm sorry. All right, let's get blah. Let's get past it. So okay, so
I mean, what else did you think about it?
One of the things that really really excited me is that there's like thousands of people that are doing it by themselves, this CE5 thing, all around the world. And Stephen Greer does not have to be there to charge tuition or, be the Messiah. That's like half of me is like, oh, is this dude just like trying to be some kind of cult leader? But this made me feel really cool, like really good about what's happening, is because there's people all around the world doing this CE5 protocol that are experiencing stuff all around the world. I thought that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Which
it's like,
go ahead.
It's like giving somebody like an extremely powerful tool, right? And if it does work, like holy shit. But it's such like a powerful tool that you would tell people about it. And a lot of people would be like, that's bullshit. There's no way you could do that.
Yeah.
While you're doing it all the time. Like that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. Well, and then you got to like jump back a little bit. There's, this person in the documentary that speaks about talking to Ben Rich, at the time the CEO owner of Skunkworks at the time, that made some of the most insane aircraft. And he said, now we have the famous quote from Ben Rich is, now we have the technology to take ET home. And this person was saying he grabbed him after that meeting and said, hey, what did you mean by now we have the technology to bring ET home? And he said, well, he asked, like, how does this technology work? And Ben Rich said, well, let me ask you a question to answer that. How does ESP work? And this person that's in this documentary said, all points in time and space are one. And he's like, yep, that's how it works. And then Ben Rich just walked away.
Yeah.
So it comes back to like my favorite aspect of this whole thing, the phenomenon, the physical aspect, the transdimensional aspect, the spiritual aspect, it all comes back to this one idea that everything is one, right?
Right. It's all connected.
It's all connected to one thing. And that really, really got my gears turning. Like, that's fucking cool. So there's moments in this documentary where they kind of go in and out of instances like this, where they talk to real live people that have been in boardroom meetings with the top defense contractors in the USA that know some shit that nobody else will ever figure out. Like, it's fucking cool. And what I find hilarious about it is that people all around the world are utilizing the CE5 stuff, this ESP thing, like all is one, and like meditation and like hippy dippy bullshit.
Right.
It turns out it's like the most powerful weapon of all.
Yeah.
maybe not weapon, but communication system.
Yeah. How to use it. I mean, dude, I don't know. Like the only way to know is if you try it. That's the only way to find out. To go and try it, see if it works.
It's like
But if it does work, it's kind of like, well, what do I do now?
yeah.
Like, what if it does show up, fucking land, and they're like, hey, what's up, fellas? Then what? What do you do? Is that part of the training? Does he train you what to do, like, when they show up? Do you just sit in your chair?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have to, like, keep that mental focus, or can you, like, enjoy and relax and be like, oh, yeah, look what's happening, or, like, holy shit, look what's happening? Like, what happens if you get scared? Like, are they going to react to you a certain way? Like, I have a lot of questions about what happens once you contact them,
I think of it like, when was the last time you watched Hook with Robin Williams?
A couple months ago, actually.
Me too. So the happy thought, right?
Yeah.
Where towards the end of the movie, Robin Williams, spoiler alert, he learns to fly again based on his happy thought, right? And he shoots through the trees, and he's like, what happens if you just lose that happy thought? Do you fall? Like, I'm just, backing up your train of thought there. Like, dude, we're talking about spacecraft driven by your consciousness. Do you have to be so disciplined where you can't just, because I mean, dude, if I were to drive a spacecraft with my consciousness, I would be inside of a Chuck E. Cheese, and then back to Walmart, and then over to Marfa, and then over to the ocean. Yeah. Like, dude, like, I'd be all over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Inside of a David Buster's.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do. But it's like, if there's a reason to, like, not share the technology with people, I mean, that would be it. Just because people wouldn't be able to control it. Like, if it does take a severe discipline, like a really serious discipline, like,
yeah,
maybe it is a good idea.
Imagine the mayhem that would happen if everybody was given like a little Scooty McPuff, right? Everybody's given a little bubble machine, and you could just, if you get inside this little bubble, you could think about where you want to go, and you'll go there.
Yeah.
Think about, like, the mayhem that it would create. Like, instantly, people would all go to fucking McDonald's, and then and all, like, come, like, converge at the same time, and everybody's like the Philadelphia experiment, right?
Dude, if you where do you think, if you could, like, travel through time or whatever, where do you think most people would go?
The crucifixion of Christ is, like, comes to mind first.
Yeah.
And then, like, try to go, like, I think a lot of people would go back to really see if Jesus was real. I think a lot of people, maybe I'm just projecting, but I think that's where a lot of people would start. And then I think a lot of people would go back to like Roman times.
Probably.
Yeah. Or maybe like Genghis Khan, to see what the fuck that dude was doing.
Yeah, and hope he made it out.
Yeah. Or Adam and Eve, or whatever.
Maybe go see if dinosaurs are real.
Dinosaurs maybe that might be the first thing people would do. That one, or like Stonehenge, or the pyramids, how the pyramids were built.
How they built it.
That's the first thing I would do, is go to see when the fuck the pyramids were built.
Yeah.
Like, go back 5,000 years, like the archaeologists say they were built 5,000 years ago, and see, like, oh, they're still here.
Yep.
They were already here, bro.
Or they're not even here yet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They weren't even there yet.
Right. Yeah, I would figure some Earth stuff out first, and then I would go back and see what Mars was like when it was like Earth.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Would you go to the future at all?
No, I think I would not go to the future.
Yeah.
I think that would fuck up the space-time continuum.
But then when you went to the future, you could just go back to your past.
Ah! What? Jeremy Bearimy. You ever heard of that?
Jeremy Bearimy.
Jeremy
No.
Bearimy. So have you ever heard of the show called The Good Place?
No, I don't think so.
With Kristen Bell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they say that the human timeline is linear,
Uh-huh.
but the afterlife is so here's the linear human timeline, and then below it just writes out Jeremy Bearimy in cursive. And that's what it looks like. It just looks like Jeremy Bearimy. So there's no linear path, right?
Yeah. Is that in The Good Place?
Yeah. It's an awesome show. If you haven't seen it, or anybody listening hasn't seen it, it's pretty fun.
I'll give it a shot.
It's pretty good. Anyway, dude, I feel like we got a lot off track a lot.
We did. We definitely did.
What else about the documentary?
I don't know. That was pretty much all I had to say about it.
Okay. What about
It's a lot of dead air.
yeah, that's a lot of dead air. I should have written down notes, but I didn't.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. I'm good there. I mean, it's a short podcast. You know what I'm really looking forward to is 42, bro.
Yeah, 42 is gonna be fun.
Let's do a Mystery Science Theater of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hell yeah.
I'm down, dude.
I'm so down for that. Episode 42.
Yeah.
That'll be a cool one.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That'll be a cool one.
All right. Well, you want to leave it there, bro?
Yeah, man, that's fine with me.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well,
it'll be better because on 42 we'll be back together.
Yeah, get that synergy going on, dude.
That's right, man. It's so hard whenever it's like over Zoom or Skype or whatever.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad tonight. I don't know.
No, it wasn't bad.
We need the synergy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The energy in between us.
We need something.
Yeah, I'm gonna high five you so many times, bro.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be like 12.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice. All right, man. Well, that's it for me, dude.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, that was another episode of UFO
Garage.
I'll talk to y'all later, man.
Peace.
Peace.